This video will cover two subtypes of AML. The first one will be AML with MECOM rearrangement, and the second will be AML with BCR ABL1 fusion. Let's begin with the left side. To anchor us that this is regarding AML with MECOM rearrangement, well, we have our usual symbol for AML, which is an amulet. The word amulet can easily be shortened to AML, right? And let's look at who's wearing the amulet. It's an alligator or gator. The word alligator or gator is our symbol for GATA because they sound alike. This AML results in a rearrangement between the GATA2 and MECOM genes as a result of chromosome 3 translocation or inversion. And this guy is not messing around because he's got a fancy omega watch. The omega watch will be our symbol for MECOM. The fact that this is a mechanical watch will help us remember the MEC portion of MECOM, and since it is an omega watch, we'll remember the OM portion of MECOM, since omega also starts with the letters O and M. Put those together, omega watch and mechanical watch, and you get MECOM. Let's move on to the chromosome anomalies. This AML is defined by either inversion at chromosome 3 or translocation between chromosomes 3. As in other videos, a tree represents the number 3 since they sound alike. And this chrome tree here, which kind of has an upside down look to it, will help us remember inversion since it's kind of inverted. The fact that it's chrome will help us remember chromosome because chrome is our symbol for chromosome. In terms of prognosis, this AML has poor prognosis and it can be seen de novo or following MDS. To represent poor prognosis, the alligator looks like he's not too happy even with all of his designer clothing. Maybe the saying that money does not buy happiness is in fact true. The important fact to remember about this AML is that the blasts are seen in association with dysmorphic small hypolobated megakaryocytes, which are sometimes referred to as dwarf megakaryocytes. Our symbol for megakaryocytes, as we know, is Meg from Family Guy because the name Meg is in megakaryocytes. And to help us remember dwarf, just look at this chainmail that she's wearing and the battle axe that she's wielding, just like the famous dwarf from the Lord of the Rings movie. Let's move on to AML with BCR ABL1 fusion now. This AML will be on the right side of the image, and if you notice the stand here, it's a Philadelphia cream cheese stand, which is going to represent, of course, the Philadelphia chromosome. To remember chromosomes 9 and 22, well, we have our usual symbols, which are a pair of shoes wrapped in vines, since the word shoe sounds like the number 2, and the word vine sounds like the number 9. The pair of shoes is even this cool chrome color to help us remember chromosomes. To represent BCR ABL1, as we have in other videos, is a laboratory beaker wrapped in a cable. Because if you were to say BCR out loud, it would sound like beaker, and ABL sounds like cable. Remember the P210 fusion protein that is made in CML? Well, most cases of this AML with BCR ABL1 fusion also demonstrate this P210 protein. Just like in other videos, it's represented by the new protein shake in town called the P210 fusion protein shake, which is obviously sold in this cream cheese stand.